class of 2023, as written and delivered by William Buckus. William?
All right, it's a lot of nerves. All right, good morning, distinguished guests, Most Reverend Bishop Delleman, Mr. King, administration, faculty, staff, parents, guardians, family, friends, and most especially the class of 2023. I truly am honored to stand here today with the opportunity to share this time of reflection and anticipation with all of you. I will now be a third generation Judge graduate, preceded by both my grandfathers, my father, brother, and uncles, who are all fine products of a father judge education. I would like to begin with the words of our late president, John F. Kennedy. We celebrate the past to awaken the future. We hold a great past here at Father Judge. We have a past that can be looked upon fondly, knowing that it has provided us with the tools necessary to build a better future for the world. When we started at Father Judge, we were nervous but excited, not knowing what to expect on the day we first arrived. In fact, my only real expectation was set by my dad, who told me that there weren't any doors on the bathroom stalls. Now, fortunately, renovations have been made since that time. Once our first day of school came around, though, it turned out that there were much bigger problems, like figuring out how to open a combo lock. After struggling with the locks, it was straight on to our first school pictures that went on our brand new ID cards. Little did we know, those unflattering photos would be displayed around our necks for a full 4 years. After that, freshman year was a smooth roll. We made new friends, we had 8th grade shadows, and we all tried to find games that weren't blocked by Go Guardian. Everything felt like it was going perfectly, and just at the height of the school year, we were halted to a near stop as the COVID pandemic hit. Even though the unexpected break seemed great at first, and I loved wearing my hoodie over my pajamas during school, it separated us as a class, even as we sat in isolated desks in the cafeteria and had alternating Zoom days during sophomore year. When we made it to junior year, with school in full session, it felt like our class had truly come back together. Sports came back in their entirety, bringing back competition on the field that could only be rivaled by chaotic games of musical chairs at the pep rallies. This year, our long-awaited senior year, we spent our days applying to colleges, trade schools, the military, or jobs as we planned for our future after leaving Sally Ave. It was at this time that we began to understand the wisdom of Kennedy's words. We were tasked by the responsibility of setting a good example for the underclassmen. We each did 15 hours of community service, and we collectively raised money for our 50th annual basketball marathon. Each and every last one of us has managed to create a positive impact here, whether it was inside the classroom, outside the classroom, or both. I know that after we leave here today, that we'll all forget the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell, and that most of us will never use the Pythagorean theorem again in our lives. We'll all think a sign is just something that's on the side of the road, and a tan is just something a girl gets at the beach. But those facts, the terms we either memorized or found on a Quizlet, and the equations that got ingrained in our minds, do not define the true purpose and essence of a Father Judge education and what sets us apart from the others. These experiences have made us who we are today. We are all Judge guys, and that's something special you can't get anywhere else. Judge guys are disciplined. Judge guys are God-fearing men who do not hesitate to help others. Judge guys take the initiative. They are respectful, except to Cowboys fans. That one's for you, Mr. Garrett. Judge guys are quick with the joke, but even quicker to show compassion. Judge guys do not shy away from challenges, and they're most definitely not afraid of a good time. If you have learned nothing else from your time here, I hope that you have learned to be a judge guy, to be someone who does not give up without a fight, and to be a role model for people who will look up to you. The future will always hold uncertainties, but the one absolute that we can take away is what we have learned and use it to create positive change and find success further and beyond. I know a lot of us can't wait to get our real diplomas, or go down the shore, or for me to stop talking. But I want everyone to stop for a minute and recognize the accomplishment of being here today and appreciate every moment that we have had at Father Judge. As we move forward, we will never see another Mr. Smith Halloween costume, watch our friends on the baseball team crush LaSalle in the PCL championship, or have the opportunity to buy a fourth floor pool pass. Before we go, I would like to extend one last thank you to those who have made our achievement possible. Although we sit at the front of the audience, wearing caps and gowns, with our names printed boldly on our diplomas, we cannot forget the people who reserved those seats for us, those that make up the fabric that we wear this very day, and are the ink that spells out our names on that certificate we work so hard for. While it is true that we bear our own crosses, have our own struggles, our parents, teachers, families, and everyone who supports us are the ones who ensure that we reach the finish line. So before we run off to our senior summer, let's make sure we thank those that provided the very foundations of who we have become. Though we cannot relive all of our treasured high school experiences, our futures hold the opportunity to create new memories and recognize each passing moment as a gift you may never receive again. In the great words of none other than Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Good luck and God bless.